everybody. Welcome to another Listen Along. I'm William. I'm the host, and I'm also the drummer for Glass Beach. Today, I am joined by Arcadia Gray. Super stoked about. It's so funny. I barely have any vinyl at all. So it's really cool that I get to put one up. That's actually the one that we're going to be listening to. So we're listening to Konami Code today by Arcadia Gray. I'm joined by the entire band, except one of them is gonna be here soon. But I have Cooper, Mod, and Corey with me currently. You can all say hi.
Yo.
Hello.
Ahoy, matey.
Yeah, you can't see them, but you can hear them because following the way that I usually do things, I guess I'm keeping them in the Phantom Zone or whatever.
It's the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, the Shadow Realm. I've banished you all to the Shadow Realm. I want to say hi to some people up top here. We got Sorrowful Yolk in the chat. We've got Decimanus. I hope that's how that's pronounced. Not Your Favorite Candy. We got Jam Jacks. Love Bites Void. All of you, thank you so much. Ow_Rem, and Boss Dog, of course, as always, is in here. Thank you all for being here. Super stoked for this one. Really excited. I can't remember how I found y'all, but I'm glad that I did. If you haven't been to one of these before, basically what's about to happen is, let me see if I can get that image up. Didn't work last week. There we go. Okay, first, I'm going to skip this part because when I have more than one guest, I'm not prepared for it. So usually I would visit the band's website or Bandcamp, encourage you to purchase the album, merchandise, whatever you can. If you have the means, I mean, sincerely, if you have the means, I would purchase, digital, download, that kind of stuff. I think your merch run is done for right now, because it was a pre-order, and then, so if they have merch again anytime soon, jump on that. Hop in there. But after that, we're going to open a streaming provider, a streaming service of your choice, or if it really is a choice. Am I right? I'll be using the Green Music app. You can use the Fruit with the Bite out of it. You can use the Jay-Z one. Whatever you use, do it, and we'll pull that up. I won't be playing the music live on stream. I won't. So that is why you will have to pull up a streaming provider and do it yourself. Partly because I don't want to worry about DMCA stuff, but also because I want to encourage all of you who are listening along to stream the album. And maybe while you're on your streaming provider of choice, you can follow the band and do the business and everything that you want to do. The way that we will sync up, though, is I will do a countdown. It will be a 3, 2, 1, go. That was not it, but that's exactly what it's going to sound like. When I say go, you will hit play. So I will do, this is not the countdown, but it will be a 3, 2, 1, go. That wasn't it, but on go, you'll hit play. And we should be synced up. That's for Arcadia Gray and also for you, audience, so that you are synced with them, I am synced with them, they're synced with me, they're synced with you, so on and so forth, back and forth forever. !Listen in the chat will take you to Arcadia Gray's Bandcamp. Specifically, their latest split, I believe, is what I linked to, but from there you can find the split that they did with Dan Street Band or is it Danny Street Band?
It can be whatever you want.
Yeah, it's honestly
Danny the Street, all one word.
The wrestling split. That's
Fatal 4-Way.
The Fatal 4-Way. That's right.
Which also includes Oolong and Guitar Fight from Fooly Cooley.
Which is truly incredible. Very, very. I mean, people love discussing, the DIY Super Bowl. Yeah, and I think that when that came out, when you did your split with all of them, that was a pretty profound moment as well. I remember that fondly. Let's see here. Okay, so we'll link up !Listen in the chat. Again, we'll take you to their Bandcamp. Someone called me cute a little earlier. I just wanted to say thank you. Sorrowful Yolk says, welcome Arcadia Gray. Jacob Village says, happy listen along Saturday. Oh, Sorrowful Yolk gifted a bunch of subs. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sorrowful.
Thank you. Whoa, here we go. Gifted 5 subs. Gifted a sub to Caring Lizard, the Teensy Cat, Decimanus, Second Cats, and Not Your Favorite Candy, which all of you, hi Hello. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Wow. This is going to be great. The last thing I want to say here before I bring our guests into the visual realm is Glass Beach is going on tour in November. Tentatively.
Wow.
Tentatively, I'll say.
Where are you going?
Well, wouldn't you like to see? In fact,
It better be close to me.
let's see here if I can bring this up. So we have on screen now, you can see this is our tour poster made by Dax, who does all of the art for like our album covers and everything. You can find Dax, I think Void Knife on Twitter or Dax Art on Instagram. We're going to Los Angeles, Phoenix, Odessa, Dallas, Austin, Jacksonville, Atlanta, Washington, Philadelphia, Brooklyn, Columbus, Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, and Denver. As
And
of right
Brazil.
now. And Brazil, yes, that's correct. That's the hidden one that we made the font the same color as the background on the poster, so you really have to look for it.
A secret show, if you will.
Secret gig in Brazil.
If you type
Hold
exclamation point, hold on, there we go. If you type exclamation point tour in the chat, you will find a link for the tickets and everything to purchase those so that you can see us live. Unfortunately, as you can see, Washington, well, unfortunately, but fortunately, kind of, Washington and Brooklyn have already sold out. So Washington, D.C., I should say, and Brooklyn have already sold out because we're not going to Washington, sorry, which is okay for all of you because you just moved to Chicago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We would never go to Washington.
No.
Yeah, you've never been there, I've heard.
No?
No, we've never been there.
Yeah, so Washington, D.C. is sold out. Brooklyn is sold out. Philadelphia, I think, is like 5 tickets away from selling out. So that's also, this is all very pressing information. So again, exclamation point tour in the chat. Okay. Shall I take us to a screen where we can see the lovely faces of Arcadia Gray? I think I shall. Here we go.
Of course.
Whee! Okay, there they are.
Hi. We're
Hello,
real
world.
now. We weren't real before, but now we're real.
I tried to take a rip, but it's clogged, so it didn't really work.
Thank you to William and chat for bringing us into existence. The void was awful.
It was
Yeah, I'm
cold,
really
man.
sorry about that. I don't know how to do the stream without putting people there first. It's a real problem. I'll look into it. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Konami Code. Okay, I do have a question. Is Konami Code an EP or an album?
I've
An
always
album.
considered it an album because it was supposed to follow the Weezer timeline of making like 10-song album, and then
Oh,
we
sure.
ended up cutting 2 songs, so it was only 8. And I've always been a massive Joyce Manor fan, so literally anything someone puts out can be considered an album, in my
Yes.
opinion. But you can call it whatever you want.
I
We'll get away with it.
Yeah, I call it an album, but like there are so many times, especially recently, like with artists that I mean, like Jiraiya is a good example. Jiraiya released a 26 minute EP. I almost said album. a 26 minute EP that's got like plenty of songs on it. And for them, it was like a feeling of like what constitutes an album, what constitutes an EP, and then of course like Home Is Where released an 18-minute long album this past year, and so I was always curious because I know also there are, if you follow people in the DIY scene and they get like picked up by like a label or something, oftentimes like suddenly their entire back catalog is like, oh no, those are all EPs, this is my debut album. Which I've noticed a couple of times. Like I can think of like Pom Pom Squad. I guess maybe I just didn't realize that Ow was an EP, but I thought it was like an album. And then as Death of a Cheerleader was coming out, it was like, this is Pom Pom Squad's debut album, and I'm like, what?
A lot of times, like, rappers will do that, and everything they don't put out on a label, they'll call a mixtape, even though it's like 20 songs long. And then when they get signed to a major, they're like, here's my debut record, and it's only like 12 songs. And it's like, this feels off to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing when because I'm working on like a solo record myself, and like I've released solo music before. I've even released like a couple solo albums, but I'm just going to like go by a different name and be like, here's my debut.
Yep.
Who's gonna stop you? No one.
I know. Yeah. Chat, can you do me a favor and let me know how our levels are audio wise? Kind of hard to monitor in OBS. I don't know if y'all have ever used OBS before. I don't mean chat. I mean you, Arcadia Gray. I don't know.
Oh, us.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're all
no.
we're all professional gamers except for Mod. So
Oh, okay.
I've joined some
I'm
of
pretty bad
Mod's.
at video games. I have to admit. I wish I was better at them.
I'm pretty good at video games. I'll let you know. I'm a bit of a gamer.
A bit of a gamer. What's your game of
bit.
choice? What's your game?
I play many games. I play a lot of shooter games. So like I don't play much Call of Duty, but I play older games like PUBG a lot.
Oh, cool.
I play other games like Terraria, Stardew Valley, Civilization, City Skylines, stuff like that. I kind of go to a lot of different places, but mostly what I play is shooter games. I tried the new Back for Blood game because it had some beta drop that you could get on Twitch. Tried it with a couple friends, and it's pretty good so far. But it's a very broken game. It's a lot of fun, but it's very broken. I had a friend disconnect like 3 times within a couple minutes. So, couple issues there, but pretty fun.
I suppose that's. I was gonna say I suppose that's why it's in beta, but then I remembered when PUBG came out, it was like in beta for like a year or like 2.
Yeah. Beta has become this really weird term that games will just slap onto anything just so that like a year and a half down the line they can start putting a battle pass in it and call it a full release.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really easy way to get games on the market as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And to excuse, oh yeah, we have a couple game breaking bugs, but it's in beta, so like
Right.
Fix them in post.
I'm really excited for the new Battlefield that's going to come out. It looks like they're doing a lot of cool stuff, especially like the creative mode that they're putting into it. And finally, last thing about video games, my friends got me to start playing Fortnite again.
Yes.
So I play Fortnite now.
Just in
suck
time
at building,
to see Ariana Grande, am I right?
Oh my
I
goodness.
actually missed her concert last night because I had to go eat dinner.
Oh,
And it was
no.
done by the time I got back.
When you choose dinner over Ariana Grande's Fortnite concert,
It's not my fault that they happened to line up at exactly the same time.
was it like a specifically fantastic dinner or anything, or was it just regular old dinner?
It was a pretty good dinner. My brother made hamburgers on the grill, and he doesn't do that very often. You know, they got all the toppings, make grilled onions, put bacon in, you know, just all the goodies. All the
Cooper-
goodies that you want on your burger.
Cooper looked at Ariana Grande in Fortnite and said, "Thank you, next." Am I right, everyone?
But you heard it here first, folks. Cooper's brother makes a burger that is better than Ariana Grande concert.
He should. It's his favorite food, so he should.
Hey, to be fair, I can't make my favorite food. So
What's your favorite food?
my favorite food, I generally was just saying I can't make any food, really.
Oh.
So, but I mean, I like a good steak, I like calamari, fried calamari. I'm a fan of that.
Calamari goes hard.
It does. It goes very hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to get into a little bit of talking about the record?
Sure.
We could.
I mean,
we could do that a little bit.
I guess.
Sure.
If we have to.
We already got food and games out of the way, so.
Food and games, check and check. So yeah, you all just moved to Chicago. It was funny. Someone in the chat was like, well, it was Caring Lizard, said, finally, William is covering someone who's in my home, in my city.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
if y'all
Yeah.
play any shows or something, COVID pending, it's
Right.
We do actually have one show announced in Cicero, which is like right outside Chicago, on August 12.
12. Yeah.
So-
There are COVID restrictions. And
Masked and vaxxed.
I believe so. I believe both masks and vaccination cards. And yeah, DM us for the address.
Yeah.
DM you for the address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows. Okay.
It is one of those shows.
Right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's exclusive.
It's with our friends in Stonecrest and Bummed
That's
Out,
right.
who are Stonecrest is from Michigan. Bummed Out is another fantastic Chicago local band. So yeah, it's gonna be good. So if you're in the area,
Or if you're not in the
DM
area.
us for the address.
If you feel like driving 8 hours for this show, it's gonna rip. So
It's happened before.
Is this
As
your
that-
first show back?
I believe this will be number 3.
No.
Is
Number
this
3.
our first show here in Chicago, though, back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is our first time playing in Chicago since we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What made y'all want to move? Like, what was the impetus there?
Well, there was this whole like weird pandemic thing. I don't know if you remember. But we were having a hard time practicing, so we thought, well, we'll get a space where we're all together. So that we
Nat goes
get
to
together.
Nat goes to school here,
Yeah, and
I lived here already.
Nat wants to finish school while they're up here. Maud lives here for some reason, and that's pretty much why we're here.
I guess I
Also,
didn't realize
apparently
how.
music.
Yeah, I didn't realize how separated y'all were, like, or how kind of spread out you were.
We've always, at least since we started the band, it was primarily an Indianapolis centric thing. But then Nat went to school in Chicago, and that's how they ended up meeting Maud. And once we ended up all 4 meeting as a group, things just kind of clicked.
Sure.
So we figured out we needed to make it work somehow.
Yeah. And it's great. It was funny earlier when you were like, I'm a big fan of Joyce Manor, because I'm just like, yeah, I've heard your record.
Yeah. Great band. I mean,
I get very Joyce Manor and like Pup vibes.
interesting.
We listened to a lot of those bands.
I don't know. It's one of the funny things about Arcadia Grey is that we almost never get like the same 2 responses for like when we ask people what we sound like, and I think Pup is a new one. I don't know. I don't think anyone has said that yet.
My favorite is someone said that we sounded like P Daddy mixed with My Chemical Romance, but worse. And that was the best.
Oh my
That was
god. Well, great. That was a great start, and then just what a lovely compliment that turned into something.
I think
very...
it's pretty accurate, though. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think the reason I say Pup personally is just because who are the vocalists?
I and Nat sing and yell sometimes.
You and Nat sing and yell sometimes, because one of you sounds similar to the lead vocalist from Pup.
Ah,
That
interesting.
might be Nat.
I was thinking it was Corey, to be honest.
Well, somebody
Well,
sounds like
what song does?
Wow.
does
The
that,
record starts with one vocalist, and like 3 songs in, the other one comes in. So who's the one who starts?
Oh, that's me. Hi.
Okay, it's you. You're the one who I think sounds like the lead vocalist
That's
for Pup.
me. I'm Stefan from Pup.
Can't you tell?
And here's the deal: everyone can roast me in the chat if we start doing the listen along, and people are like, "I don't hear it," and you're a loser, and I hate you, and I'm just like, "Okay, all right, I'm sorry."
We'll ban you from our chat and
Yeah.
our shows. Except only our boys.
Okay. Any ETA on that, by the way?
No idea.
What time were they supposed to leave work?
I have no idea.
I think they said that they got off work at exactly like the time that this started.
Yeah, I thought that they got off at 2 and it's 2:30. They also said they were going to try and leave early, so that obviously didn't happen.
That did
Yeah.
not happen.
It usually doesn't. The day that you want to
No.
leave early, like suddenly it's like, oh, actually, we need you to stay like 15 minutes later. It's like, okay.
Little
Well,
Caesars, son of a bitch.
I think this is Jimmy John's right now.
Oh, is it
Is it?
actually?
Yeah.
I mean, both
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
2 jobs.
Mod is the only one of us who's never worked at a Jimmy John's.
It's true.
Wow.
I did work at Olive Garden, not Jimmy John's. Though.
Same experience.
I worked at Boston Market too. That was actually probably more akin to Jimmy John's.
Favorite and least favorite jobs?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
favorite job.
I think my least favorite was Boston Market. That sucked.
Jimmy,
My favorite is my current job though. I teach preschool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a job right now, but Jimmy John's was pretty lax. I was a driver. I didn't have to do that much besides drive around, except for the part where right before COVID hit and I had to start quarantining, I had like a $1,500 car repair that I had to do for my brakes.
No. Well, just stop.
Yeah, I just stopped making money and had to spend a lot of money. But yeah, driving jobs really suck for your car. The other job I had, I was a line cook for a high-end place here in Carmel called Divvy, which nice coworkers, but the boss turns out to be a really, really awful person. So don't eat there. Don't eat at Divvy because it's overpriced. The food is good, but it's overpriced. And then the same guy owns another restaurant called Woody's. Don't eat there either.
I worked at that one.
I know. Woody,
that's how I got money to record Konami Code, was from that guy.
Oh no!
You could have gotten it from another guy.
But my favorite job I've ever worked, I was gonna say the Woody's job, but I feel like I can't say that now. So I'm gonna say Jimmy John's because they let me just walk around and pretend to do work for like 8 hours and then pay me, which is nice.
Yeah.
I'd say my worst job experience was when I worked at Taco Bell for 3 weeks. Where within that 3 weeks, my general manager walked out during the shift of like mainly new. So I was the most experienced there after they walked out, and I'd been there 2 weeks. So that just summarizes how the Taco Bell experience was. Mon, you went to that Taco Bell.
Yeah, that Taco Bell sucks.
That's the one on Carmel Drive.
Yeah.
None of those places can ever get work. The Popeyes right by there, they don't even open the dining area because they just couldn't handle that.
I went there the first time I was in Carmel with Nat and Corey, and we walked in, and Nat and Corey ordered immediately. And then for some reason, the cashier walked away, and then I had to stand there for 10 minutes waiting to order. So by the time I sit down, they're already like done. It sucked.
I thought that whole process was like a 40-minute ordeal. It was like ridiculous.
So long. Oh, we also have an update on Nat. Corey asked ETA, and Nat said, "Eternal damnation. I don't know. Do whatever you gotta do. I'm fucked and dead inside it."
No.
So I think that we're gonna have to start without Nat.
Oh no.
Man. I can't believe Nat just leaked the lyrics for our new song.
Yeah, we're going real dark.
Wow.
I mean, unfortunately, we are.
Okay. Well, Overzealous is in the chat now, so hi, Austin.
That makes up for everything.
I'm glad that you're in here. Since Austin was actually on like here in my room doing this last week with Origami Angel.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
He's a friend of mine, and it was great. Yeah, so good to have you here. Did you get the hat, William? Yeah, I did. I got the hat. I got the vinyl. It's great.
Well, we're glad you like it.
Yeah.
I also bought one, and I'm in the band.
Hey, don't worry. Glass Beach, all 5 of us. Well, the 4 band members and the artist, like Dax, who's like basically in the band.
Right.
All 5 of us. Every time we have any merch, like we'll talk to Run for Cover, and we're like, hey, can you like just put that in a box? Here's our sizes. Can you just send all of that to us? Or like when we do our own merch on our website, we're just like, yeah, we definitely want one of each of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we work with some pretty small labels, and I would literally like feel bad asking them to give me anything for free. I'm just happy it exists at all. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll spend $35 plus shipping and tax on my own fucking record.
You're investing in yourself.
Yeah,
Step one of a
investing in
small
yourself.
business.
And the hat and the poster are sick, and like I wanted one. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the poster. I have that around here too.
Oh, could I ask you what variant you got? Do you have the orange one, or do you have the Trader Joe's fruit bar?
Fruit bar.
Nice.
A solid pick.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it. I in fact, so I don't buy a lot of vinyl because I have a record player that I got like that Jonas and my partner got me for my birthday like last year or something.
Cute.
Yeah. And I haven't set it up yet, and I don't really have a collection or anything.
Yeah.
So yours, I think, is one of maybe 6 vinyl that I own.
Nice.
And one of them being our own record.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I have
That's
that.
tight.
I have a couple Skylar Spence records because Skylar Spence just like gave them to us when we met.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
and
did a
then-
vinyl trade with our last
Oh, sure.
recording engineer. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have Live Forever by Bartiz, and I think that's pretty much it. Like,
It's an interesting collection.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, but people are here saying some cool stuff. Just bought Scott Network hat. You inspired me. Yeah, I got that one too. I want to start collecting
love
vinyls. but
Jeremy.
Yes. Yeah.
Jared and I follow each other on Twitter. I love them. They're great.
Yeah, they're amazing and doing like so much cool shit. Because like not only
Yeah.
is Scott Network,
No.
I mean, if you were a person who just did Scott Network, I would already be very impressed with you.
Yeah.
And like and be like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. But then there's also like all of the other stuff, like We Are the Union.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
They
everything.
did I believe trumpet and trombone on Ska Dream,
Yep. Yeah.
and that record is like my album of the year probably. I have listened to
Ska
it so
Dream
many
is?
times. Yes, I like Ska Dream more than No Dream, to be honest. I
Wow.
really,
Okay.
really like Ska Dream.
I think one of the cool things about ska tune right now is that I have friends who aren't really in the scene at all, but like even they know about the Ska Tune Network right now, and like they get news and stuff from it, or they hear about like new songs and new bands and shit like that, and it's just really cool. Just really
Well,
cool.
Yeah. And Jeremy is like also
Someone in the chat agrees with me.
so. Yeah,
I mean,
Jam Jack
somebody-
says Ska Dream is better than No Dream.
Somebody
I feel
had to bring
the
back
other way.
Ska.
I totally understand why, but like I love Bomb and all that other stupid Jeff Rosenstock stuff. So like I heard that and I was like, wow, this sounds like that, but the production is like really fucking amazing.
Yes.
And the songwriting is incredible because it's the songs from No Dream, and I adore it. I think it's incredible.
What's that? What's the song? Is it Future 86? What is the number? I can never remember what the number is, but it's a Bomb the Music Industry song.
Fuck, I don't know.
Da, 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 ba, da, ba. Da, da, da,
Oh.
da, da, da.
I know what you're talking about.
Da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Whatever.
Is anyone
That's
in
like
the
one of my
chat now?
favorite.
I'm gonna have to look
I
it
love
up,
that song like so much.
They have this song called "Psych Life Is Awesome" that is like life changing. It's really
Future
really good.
86. It's Future 86.
Future 86. You're
It is
right.
Future 86. I did know it.
Yeah. How's it feel
Cool.
to be a genius?
It feels pretty great. I'm gonna be honest. Feels good. Want to get into it? Want to do the listen?
I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I think we
gotta
have
do
to.
it.
Yeah.
We
I think we
gotta
have to.
get into this.
All right. Start pulling up a streaming provider chat. Do it. Pull it up. Like I said, I'll be using the Green Music app. You can see below
We're
me
gonna
on the
be
screen.
using Bandcamp.
Yeah,
You're gonna use Bandcamp. Ooh.
Yeah.
We
Well,
support
there's no
ourselves.
reason to like censor Bandcamp's name.
Oh, I thought we were just doing a fun thing.
There is a reason to censor the Green Music app.
That's true. I'll
Yeah.
censor it by not even telling you what device I'm listening on.
All
everyone
right.
put your CDs on the car.
Yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
I am
That
a
is-
completely brand-free person.
That is truly the opposite of when I had Chris Farron on. Because he just spent like the whole... He was on for like an hour and 45 minutes or something, and he spent pretty much the whole time trying to sell me an Apple Watch.
Did you buy the Apple Watch is the question.
No. Well,
Wow.
yeah, and he was talking about buying one himself too, and we did a poll in the
Wow.
chat to see if he should.
So wait, he wasn't
very-
selling you his Apple Watch, just one in general.
But just
It's like,
saying
you
that I
should
should
get
get one. Yeah. Yeah.
Does
He was
have
great to
some
have
kind
on.
of stake in that, or like
He owns
what?
2% of Apple. That's how he
Yeah,
makes all the music.
using the slash Chris Farron. Oh wait.
Hey!
Wait,
what?
I guess that damnation
They
was
can't
not
see you.
eternal.
No one knows why we're cheering because you're not in frame.
Did I
Hey, okay,
stall
they're leave-
just long
they're leave-
enough?
Yeah, they left the room.
Alas.
Oh, they're back. Okay.
Oh, I did it!
Oh my god.
Nat! Woohoo! We did it!
The Great Escape from Jimmy John's.
The great
I was
escape
gonna say,
from
can you close
eternal
the door, but I think it's too
damnation.
late.
Eternal
It's too late.
damnation.
Fine. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. This is Nat.
Hey, it's me.
Nat, this is everyone.
Hi, and I'm William.
Hi, William.
We're literally about to like get started on listening to
Yeah.
the
Oh,
record.
Man, stalled, really stalled.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
it
talked
wasn't all
about
stalling,
yeah,
but
we talked
it was
about
mainly
games,
kind of
stalling.
become that.
games and food, and
Food.
and Jeremy, Scotchy Network,
Yeah.
Jeff
Never played
Rosenstock.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
You
we
missed
we,
that
we
part.
also played Fortnite. Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
Baby first Fortnite.
with
Nice.
Ariana Grande.
Yep.
Okay, I'll stop stalling now.
Awesome.
But it's great to have you here, Nat. I'm so glad I got all of you in here. This is amazing. I love
That's
the
fun.
record, love the lyrics, love the singing, love the guitars, love the drums, love the bass, love everything. I can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be a good time.
It is.
Uh,
It's gonna be a good time.
And
Or
all
else.
of you in the chat. So anyway, you can see below me, I have the green music app, like basically grabbed and in OBS. You will be able to see what song we are listening to and where we are time code wise, like in that song. So we're going to go from start to finish. I'm going to do the countdown that I explained earlier. I will not be playing the music live on stream. That won't be happening. So you need to have a streaming provider open. I'll do a countdown, which is a 3, 2, 1, go. That wasn't it. And on go, you will hit play, and we should be synced up. And this is for the chat. This is for Arcadia Gray and everything. This will be up on the Second Glass Beach channel on YouTube. And it's called the Second Glass Beach channel.
Mm.
Afterwards, the VOD will go up probably on like Monday-ish or something. So you can always return to this if you can't finish it today or whatever, or if you just like aren't here right now and you're watching this on YouTube, then you'll do the same sync up essentially, waiting for the countdown, hitting play when I say go. Like on go, you hit play. And again, if you ever get off track from us or anything down below, you'll be able to see where we are and what song. Make sure that your transitions are shut off so that you don't have like crossfades or something. I don't know many people who do that, but make sure that you're not. Make sure that you don't have shuffle on. And I think we're about ready to get into it. Any last things that y'all want to say before we start Konami Code?
I think it's really funny that Al Rum just said in the chat that they thought that Corey and I were in 2 different rooms. And then Nat sat down and
Yes!
broke the illusion.
Because before we started, you were
We
saying
spent a
that
lot of
that's,
time preparing for that.
it,
Yeah.
it looked like a
Yeah.
split down the middle.
It totally did, and then that just fucking happened, and
Fourth wall
that
break,
is so
guys.
funny.
Hey, what's up?
Oh wow! They're saying it was so trippy. That's so funny.
Haha, get got.
Nat's on a green screen, and we're behind them.
They
in
put me-
the-
That's still at Jimmy John's.
I'm still working right now.
You can't see their hands. They're making a sandwich as we speak.
I was late because I put the wrong address in and delivered to the wrong
Every now and then some cheese.
Oh,
is just
no!
gonna
Best
fall
of
out.
them.
Okay. All right. I've
Cool.
stalled for an eternity. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Damn.
By the way, that was I barely stalled for the intro, Nat. Just so you know, I usually
Okay.
talk that much to
Okay,
the
that's
band
good.
before we start. What I mean is like as I tell people to open a streaming provider, I end up like stalling for like 5 to 10 more minutes usually. So we just need to get into it, or I will talk forever.
Well, literally no one's gonna stop you. You're in the perfect group to talk forever for.
It's so true.
True.
All right, I'm pulling up
let's
my
get
green music app.
Oh,
I'm getting ready to hit play.
yeah.
I hope everyone else is in the same position, using whatever they use to listen to music. All right. Are there any? I don't know like the lyrics super well. So are there any content warnings that you think are applicable here at the top?
If you guys don't like the F word, this is probably not the album for you. But not like the bad one, but like the one that everybody
Like
says.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides that, it doesn't really.
I
get
guess
too
for
sassy.
for Monstar, the next song, maybe Self Harm.
Oh yeah. There's a
Yeah.
little bit of self harm around these parts. So if that's not something you're comfy with,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Cool. Great. Yeah. And I mean, like, again, if it's not something that you feel like you can handle today, but like maybe later, this will be on the YouTube channel, the Second Class Beach channel on YouTube after. And it'll be in a playlist called Listen Along. You can find that also just by typing in Glass Beach Listen Along on YouTube, and you'll find all of them. And all of the ones that I've done so far will be in that playlist. So check that all out. Okay. Here we go. Arcadia Gray, are you ready?
Yes, we're so ready.
I haven't listened to this in like a year.
Okay. All right. This is. And by the way, I'll be saying the song titles as we go along, just so you know. This is Konami Code by Arcadia Gray. First song is Mosh Pit Girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go.
I think I nailed that timing.
I think I did too.
I love the little southern accent on here.
Yeah.
See, this comes in so hard immediately.
Yeah.
It's actually like what grabbed me when I first listened to this record. Because like I saw someone posting about it and I was like, oh, I'll give that a shot. I've seen that around. And also your album cover is interesting.
Had a lot of fun with the album cover. It's like,
Did you practice the southern accent?
Oh no, that's this. I just like doing that for fun. For this song, we got really lucky because it was mostly just one vocal take. I think I redid the last chorus, but everything else was like one run.
yeah.
We got like 2 hours to do vocals for the whole record.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to this on the last song, but I only had one take for the string part. That's
Is there a way for us to turn down the
I have
music?
no idea.
I feel like there must be.
Are you on a Mac or a PC?
We're on a PC.
I'm on
Great.
a PC.
Then if you go to your bottom right, like you can pull up
Oh
your
yeah, there should be like should be able to access the mixer. Yeah,
Yep.
Right.
access a mixer and you can pull down the Bandcamp.
open volume mixer.
Woo.
Tech support on stream, baby.
Luckily, my unbranded music app has that built in. So
Yeah, the Green Music app also it just has a volume. Are you good? Are levels good now?
They're
Yeah, we're good.
yeah, we're good. This is a good record.
It was.
I think I remember before this album came out, just listening to Mosh Pit Girlfriend over and over again. One of my favorite things before our music comes out is just thinking about like somebody who's never heard this song before listening to it and what their experience is going to be listening to that. And I always thought Mosh Pit Girlfriend would be one of those that just really catches people. So I was really excited for it to come out.
This is Steven Universe, right?
Yes, this is. We definitely just stole it, and we're not giving it back until they sue us. Until Rebecca herself sues us or themselves.
And Cooper, on what you had just said before, so like you see this as like almost like an introductory like song to Arcadia Grey.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's a reason it came first on the album, right? But just thinking about like this album that we all produced, and this is the intro song. I think it's like a really great hype song for the album and just for our band in general. I really love how it came out in the end. I think it sounds really good.
And,
Oh yeah,
I already did.
absolutely. I mean, because like how much energy this song had. And like how I love the gang vocals at the beginning too. I'm a big sucker for gang vocals, and also with Corey's like kind of like scream vocal in the octave jump right at the top. It immediately like grabbed me, and I listened to the whole rest of the record all in that one moment. This is Monstar.
This is Monstar.
Monstar is a banger, in fact. Fun
It's my
fact.
favorite song on the record.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat, Jamjacks asked, "Is the I Want to Be Part a reference to Total Drama Island?" Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
That's
have
right.
gotten
We
that every day since this record
took
released.
2 different cartoon shows and stole their music in one song.
Why did I open this?
Somebody on Twitter actually lined up those so that they would the Mosh Pit Girlfriend transitioned into the Total Drama Island song.
What is this?
Yeah.
What's happening?
There we go.
Cool, we
Yeah.
fixed it.
People are saying that the songs slap. That's good.
I'm glad.
Very
Guys,
good.
Guys.
We wrote this record with the primary intention for kids to mosh to it.
Yes.
So it's a weird concept because I don't think the record was designed for sitting solo listening, but a lot of people disagree, which is cool.
We ran a poll on Instagram a couple months ago asking, where do you listen to Arcadia Grey? And everybody said screaming in their car on the way to work
Yeah.
or school.
A lot, like a kind of disturbing amount of people said like alone in my bedroom with the lights off, like specifically like in a dark room, like shit like
Yeah.
that. It's like, y'all.
Well, to be fair, it did come out like with
That's
quarantine
yeah,
As a
quarantine.
primary function for most people's lives.
Yeah. I guess it has been out for longer in quarantine than it was post.
I don't like thinking about that.
Quarantine.
I also really appreciate that we stole the rotating riff thing from our friend Stonecrest on accident.
Oh, I always thought it was like a Mom Jeans thing.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to just be a lead guitar part through each pause, but I didn't say that when we brought it to the full band, so it just kind of ended up as a cycle.
And now
Nice.
they don't. Now we're really good friends with them still.
We do love them,
Well,
and I
there's
don't
a
hold it against us.
there's a concept of trading fours in jazz.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing's been around for a long time. No worries.
All right, good.
Well,
Usually, what
That's
I
what
do
we
is
did.
just play a Blink-182 riff instead of the song.
That's so hype live though.
Yeah,
It's
People-
so hype
people like
live.
it.
People like pause for a second. They go, "I know this," and then the song's back on. So like, wait, what?
Yeah, I like played the beginning of Dumpweed.
This is the line that Cooper wrote, right?
Yeah, this is the song that Cooper and I wrote
That's
for
right.
the album. I think this is the only one that we specifically wrote for the album. And I think it came out pretty good. I really liked it. It was a song idea I had for my last band. And this is the only thing that it was just the chorus that I had left over. And it was slow and indie beforehand. So I was like, what if it was louder? And then it worked out.
What if it was louder and faster?
I think a lot of things could benefit from simply just being louder.
Yeah.
Mm.
When I listen to music, I just blast it in my car, so it's a lot better that way.
Yeah.
I remember when Corey...
And this is Konami Code.
That's right. Title track.
And this is this is Nat?
Yeah.
This is Nat.
I love that the second vocalist comes in like 3 tracks in, because it's you've gotten time to be used to like, oh, this is the vocalist for this band. Okay, cool. I'm listening to this, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's a 2 vocalist band. All right.
One of my favorite bands, at least a lot of us like them, Hot Mulligan.
Yeah.
They put on a really good set. But when we started listening to them, like a little after Pilot came out, Hades was just blowing out his full voice at the end of every show.
Yeah.
So I was like, being in a band with 2 vocalists that can switch like during the set so no one blows out their voice, it's probably the move.
Or everyone could like learn how to sing properly.
No.
I was in like 2 other bands before this one too that had 2 vocalists. That's it's a thing I've always really liked because of like Blink-182 and Man Overboard, Modern Baseball especially. Yeah.
And when one of the vocalists passes out on stage, you got to back up.
Forever the Sickest Kids. Speaking of Modern Baseball,
Shout out to the homies.
I love the rhythm and like the pentameter here of these lyrics.
Oh, and speaking of Hot Mulligan too.
Yeah. Wow.
This is a part of the song that we just stole from 2 different
I didn't
bands.
steal. I didn't know. I wasn't listening to that record when that happened. I promise.
But yeah, Konami Code was kind of just a love letter to all the like post revival bands that weren't like in their own scene. Because that's kind of all I listened to going into this.
Same. I wrote this song in a basement in my college dorm in like 4 hours, like pulling my hair out.
Now, this song is called Konami Code, and the album is called Konami Code. Did you find that this like encapsulated? Did the song title come first, or did the album's title come first?
I think.
Do you remember?
The way I remember Konami Code came was there's a part in the song that I was trying to when I was teaching everyone how to play it, trying to describe it, and I would go, okay, we go up, up, and then we go down, down, and then we go up, and then I was like, why don't we just call this one Konami Code? So it's really just a poor description of naming or like describing how we played the song.
That's so good.
Another fun fact about how this
down,
song
right,
is played.
left.
Yeah.
This song is played with a capo on the 3rd fret, which is something that I fucking despise because I'm bad at guitar and I need the inlays to be in the right place.
Since Maud joined the band like part of the way through, we kind of learned to play our instruments differently. And so when I saw a capo, I thought, oh, there's dots. That's where I should put it, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You can put it anywhere, right?
You
I
can.
hate that shit.
Yeah.
But you got to put it on the dots.
I know.
Obviously.
One of our new
What
songs.
else are they there for?
One of our new songs that we just recorded has a capo on the 5th fret, and I was like, why would you do this? And Corey was like, this time I literally did just do it to piss you off. Like it easily could have been on the 4th fret, and I just decided to put it on the 5th.
It's going to be the last time I do it, though.
This is the
This is the popular one.
This is the popular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's only
Skirt
Club.
Cobain.
CI Counterintuitive Records like tweeted at us after they found our record and was like, "Did you steal Eric's Instagram ad for this song?"
Forgot about that.
Because
You bang
apparently
the table and you change the camera.
apparently Mom Jeans has a private Instagram account with Skirt Cobain.
Oh, whoa.
Also,
Not private anymore.
there's either a rapper called Skirt Cobain or there's like a rapper with a song called Skirt Cobain.
Skirt Cobain $2 sign.
Yeah.
People keep DMing us on Instagram and asking if that's us, and it is not. We do not rap.
We just thought Skirt Cobain was a really funny play on, like his name was Kurt Cobain.
Yes,
Skirt
thank
Cobain.
you, Cooper.
Yeah.
It was
saw it on
just as simple as
SoundCloud.
that.
Oh, now I get
Wow.
it now. Okay.
I love explaining the joke.
It makes it funnier.
Sometimes. Yeah. Someone's microphone keeps like clicking.
I hear it too, so I don't think it's
Oh.
mine.
Okay, so it's all of you.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. It only happens every once in a while.
It's like when we move like this.
Don't worry. In the Konami Code remaster, that'll be in the songs.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah.
understandable.
Also, this riff is great.
I'm really glad you think so. I sat down and I was like, how do I want to play a P Daddy song without it being a P Daddy song, and it worked.
Corey played this riff for me for the first time at like full volume in the same basement I wrote Konami Code, and my face like melted.
That's a good sign.
It's like a privilege that I get to play this riff. I fucking love this riff.
Ooh.
We also get tweeted at a lot asking if we ever got our shit back.
We still get
Yeah.
those.
We
get
still
it
get
a
that
lot.
one. Yeah.
Did you?
It took a while. I got my shit back.
Corey did get her shit back.
It was really charming at first getting those tweets, and now it's like really annoying.
You heard it here, folks. If you're a
No.
fan of Arcadia Gray,
Please keep interacting with us.
they find you extremely unbearable, very annoying.
I never said that. I love answering that question. Even any question that we get like a million times over, I love being the guy who's like, I know the answer.
Yeah.
This song is really funny because I think a lot of the lead parts that I wrote didn't end up on the song. For a lot of this album, a lot of the lead parts are pretty heavily mixed in. So it's weird to listen to the album and like know they're there, but they're buried enough in the mix that they're not there, you know?
Yeah, you can like vaguely hear them, and I don't know if it's because I listened to the songs like 100 times before the lead parts got like mixed out, but like I feel like they're kind of in there. They're just like eternal, like not eternal, but internal. Like they're like humming in your brain rather than your ear.
And this is Godzilla 98 sucks with 3 exclamation points, and it starts with Smash Bros.
Yeah, it's Melee sound effects, baby.
Chink.
I added those after we got the master. I think it was after we got the mixes back. And I was like, you know what would make this better? And then I added them, and then it was much better.
It truly is genius because I didn't play on this record, and so when it came out and I was just like listening to it, just like a fan. Like every time that this song comes on in shuffle or anything, it's just like, oh my god, this Godzilla 98 sucks because of that fucking sound effect. And like the bass riff is amazing too, but like that little like, it's like, hey, get hype, the bass riff's coming. It's cool.
Well,
I love it.
We also get DMs about this song. I've had multiple people DM me and be like, I play this for my friends at Smash tournaments all the time and they fucking love it.
Yes!
Next time you guys come, I'll pull out my portable GameCube Smash setup and we'll play.
Who do we need to talk to play MagFest?
I was a big Melee kid in high school, and so it's a very enjoyable to be surrounded by people who are much better at Melee than me at every show we go to.
Have you played with Dogleg?
We haven't played Smash together. We've played like music together, but we haven't played Smash.
We haven't had the opportunity.
Yeah, you got to play Chase.
Chasing a beat that
I remember we used to go to Bloodfest and they would have their merch table set up with Smash if you could beat
They still
them.
do.
Yeah. But that was the first time I saw Dogleg was at Bloodfest and I was like, I could probably do it, and I never got in line to do it. It looked too intimidating.
Yeah, I talked about how much of a gamer I was, but Smash is one of those games that I've never been good at, unfortunately.
Now, through quarantine, I do have to make this as a public announcement.
Oh, yes.
We've been practicing our own personal fighting game of choice, Shrek Super Slam for the PlayStation 2 and GameCube. And we've been learning the ins and outs, the techs of it.
Onion boosting.
Crumpet dashing. Just the basic stuff.
Well, I visited you guys for one night over that whole quarantine, and I do recall winning a couple of those games. So you might want to
home.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Is that going to be your merch table game?
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah.
We used to have the
Garfield.
we had a small TV which we would just play VHS of Garfield the movie on during our set. But that TV has since passed, so I think we'll have to upgrade to something cooler.
When we play that part live, Cooper does like a 3-minute drum solo.
That's right.
It was also really funny in recording the process because our mixing engineer was very actively like, "You guys shouldn't do this. This doesn't make any sense." And then we finished we edited all the instruments, and he's like, "Oh, I get it now."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He would like, not to talk bad about him, but sometimes he would be like, "You shouldn't add this part, or you should do this differently." And we're like, "This is how we want to play it."
Yeah.
And people like it. So
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see, they don't have experience with our band that much previously and things like that. So obviously they were just trying to help, and but we did have a bit of a vision going for this that we wanted to make happen. And I think for the most part we did, but we still play a lot of these songs different live, not completely different, but just somewhat different.
I think for Monster, they were like, you're playing minor notes there, right? And we were like, that's the point.
Well, it's always raining in Philadelphia.
Yes,
It is often raining in Philadelphia, except I don't know. I've only been there once.
Well, and not for very long.
It's like almost the title of that Wonder Years song, but not quite.
This is the only song I've written without the help of the other band members.
Wow.
I'm just saying, for all the songs, I usually come to you guys and I have the first minute and a half written, but how should I finish this?
I think
this one was fully written before it came to me.
I think this one is so slept on. The song's so good.
Oh yeah, this is a very fun song to play live. I personally just love the way that I'm able to move around on the kit with this song.
Y'all really like playing this song. I wrote 3 notes for a bass line on this song.
Not even, because I like the songs where there's no capo at all, just the same. But this song bangs.
Is this 4th fret?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This song is really great. And I did want to say about the last song too. I love kind of the start-stop of the chorus. It's I just think it's really powerful. It would be fucking sick to see it live.
It will be sick.
It's so much fun to play it live too.
Also, I love this drum part.
Thank you.
Because it's like half of the drum beat for this.
Yeah, but it's so much fun to play this drum part. It's so much fun.
I miss us going, all right, can you play the Cooper beat there?
Yeah.
Because kids in our local scene will know the Cooper beat now, as specifically that drum beat.
Most of that beat on this album, but I mean, that's how a lot of punk records go, I always think about how Ringo Starr from the Beatles didn't have to do that much complicated drumming for the Beatles to become the most popular band in the world. And I'm not going to call myself Ringo Starr, but I'm going to take some notes from that.
Do you do a lot of weird MS Paint art?
Oh, yes, all the time. You don't even want to see my catalog. It's brutal.
Yeah, do you support Brexit?
No.
Oh, fuck, this is
I don't support Brexit.
That's a bad take.
Side note,
Sorry, Cooper.
I remember playing this song at an acoustic open mic before we released this record, and people came up to me and said, "Are you okay?"
This part goes so hard too, though.
I'm glad people liked this song
It's so
because I was
good.
afraid that it's pretty mom jeansy and like that
Mhm.
click, and I was curious to see if people would vibe with it or like really not like it. This was like the really hit or miss song on the album for me.
When I wrote it, Corey was like, I don't think this should go on the record.
We reworked it for a while.
Sparkling
though.
Caleb. Hey, Caleb.
What's up?
Hello, Caleb.
Sparkling Caleb from the Nation is here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hello, the nation.
I have my shorts on, Caleb. I don't think that I don't think I would be able to put them in frame at the moment, though. But I have my 155 shorts on.
This is Stonecrest White.
And this one is
Stonecrest
Stonecrest White Strips. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that intro live, I
Oh,
play a little drum roll at the beginning now. That kind of brings it up. I think it's a lot better. I wish we
Yeah.
had that in there too.
Hey,
in the recording.
I feel you. Did you get a lot of chances to? I just mean like in adding stuff in a live setting and then going, fuck, why isn't that on the record? Like,
Yeah.
did you get
But
a lot of
I'm
time
always-
to play these live before putting them like
Well-
laying them down, or?
Really?
Not a lot of time.
We kind of wrote most of these songs in like
A
a
week.
2-week like batch, because we were just like, we want to write a record, we know what we want, but we have to like sit down and
Yeah.
do the outlining and stuff.
And we weren't all together too. I was in Chicago and they were in Indiana when we were writing this. So it was like just going back and forth writing. And then we had like a 2-week block or like a 1-week block really of hammering out and finishing the songs before we went in.
So I think we all have things off the album that we're like, man, I wish we could have changed that now that we've played it
Yeah.
live for
Yeah.
2 years.
And
I
then
mean-
we do really differently now too.
Coming in like after the record was done and everything, especially because this record has a lot of parts where there is essentially just like one guitar part. I have a lot of leeway to like goof around on stage and like add stuff. And there are so many things that I listen to the record and then I like expect to hear that part and then it doesn't come. And
Right.
I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah.
right.
Cooper gets high during this part of the song. He smokes a bowl.
Kinda. I mean, there wasn't anything really left in the bowl. It was ashed pretty hard.
But there's like a
So-
sound clip of Cooper hitting
It's
a
like
bowl.
not. It's honestly not easy to like mic a bong rip or anything. Like I've
No,
tried to
it's
do it too,
not.
and like it doesn't make as much noise as you would expect.
Honestly,
one to do.
I think the fact that the pipe that I was smoking out of was mostly empty helped a bit more because you could
Yeah.
kind of hear the whistle of it go
Yeah.
through. You wouldn't be able to hear that if it was packed.
Yeah.
When we sent it to the guy to mix, he sent it back and we were like, "Where's the bowl hit?" And he was like, "Oh, I thought that was just like white noise."
No, it's because our band loves weed.
Yeah, we're a weed band.
We're a weed band.
we're a weed band.
Ooh.
That's right.
That's our tobacco tea.
So, and this is the final song. This is one last song.
This is the sad one.
Cooper,
So
you said
I-
something about the strings.
Yeah, I played the viola in school from middle school up through high school. So we put this in here and it was the last thing we did. We pretty much after I was done with this, we pretty much packed up and drove home.
We
And
were
I only
literally
had
packing
one
up the
take that
band
I could
while
do of
we
it.
did this.
It was at like 9:30 p.m. the last day of recording. I had one take for a viola.
Hey,
It's pretty good. Just like pretty much what else we've said about the album. I'm very happy with it. But if I could redo it, I probably would. You know?
Sure.
I think it's a banger.
I think it's a banger too. But
For the first 6 months after we recorded this album, I couldn't listen to this song without crying.
Me too.
Hell yeah.
Arcadia weed.
I love
That's
that. Is it?
is
It
the
was
only-
part of that because it was like the final on the album, and also like the culmination of all the emotions of writing and recording and everything.
But yeah, the biggest thing that we play with in Arcadia Grey as a band is the loud soft dynamic.
Yeah.
And this was the only song that kind of made it to the record that was pretty soft like the whole way through.
These vocals in here are also mixed like, you know, no shade to the other songs. These vocals are mixed a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, also,
There's just more going on.
our engineer had a cameo on this record. He does the harmonies at the very end, which are really good. Like they like made the song for me. And this
Didn't
is
he-
the only song on the record that Corey and I both sing at the same time.
oh
Wow.
Well, we did it.
wow.
Well, that was
The
it.
rec- It only took a couple.
Beat the record.
Took a couple animation cancels, but we got it.
100% completed the record.
Did y'all get your 9 lives?
Gerard Khalil'd the record.
Yeah, that was it, everyone. Well, thank you. Al Rem says sounded great. Sorrowful Yolk says
Thank
go
you.
team. Yeah,
Good team.
Awesome.
go team.
Go eat.
Well, that was great. Thank
for
you so
listening to our
much.
record.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
having us. This
It
was fun
baffles
as
me
hell.
every day that anyone would. Thank you so much.
It is kind of weird. It is really weird that people like this record.
Especially when they're in like a band that you really like and enjoy and have listened to for like 3 years.
Who's that?
They're called Glass Beach. I don't know if you've heard of them or
Oh,
not.
okay.
Small indie release.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did want to say something to what Cooper was talking about with Ringo. That's also like hilariously my mentality as well with like drumming. Well, because I've never been a very like really good drummer. Like technically,
Never been
when
classically trained, so
when we did the first Glass Beach record, I wasn't even a drummer. Like technically,
I really adore the clip of you playing the beat while what's your singer's name?
Jay, while Jay is doing the
Jay's
hi-hat.
playing the cymbal for you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so funny. But I know exactly like I've been in moments like that in the studio too. So like I was just like, yeah, this is how you get a good performance.
I mean, Cooper had only been playing drums for like a year and a half when we recorded this record. Like Cooper started playing drums when we started this band.
Yeah.
He like didn't know how to play when we started this band.
yeah. I had never played on a drum kit before, and then Nat was like, "I've got one in my tiny bedroom. Learn this song, and then come over and we'll see if it works." And then it worked. I learned "Sweater" song by Weezer.
Oh, yeah.
That was the song that we started with, and you were very impressed that I had that intro down.
Yeah, you had the whole thing like down. Like I think we played it like pretty smoothly the first time.
Well,
I
you gave me a very easy song to learn.
Yeah, I mean that was the point, was to see if you could even like learn the easiest song we could give you. And but I remember like I was sitting in class with Cooper, and we had been friends for a while, but we were talking. I was like, "You should like join my band." And Cooper's like, "I could always see myself like chilling in the back, like drumming on tour and stuff." And I invited him over, and now he chills in the back and drums on tour whenever that's And we did it. Like now we're in a band together.
Hell
Actually,
yeah.
I have this other memory of like in freshman year of high school, walking past Cooper in the hallway and being like, "Cooper, we should start a band." And Cooper goes, "That's what everyone says, and no one does anything." And then just ran.
Yes. I had been invited to join like 3 other bands at that point. And every time it's like, yeah, so this Saturday we're going to hang out at my garage and we're going to play some music. And I'd show up and I'd be like the only one, and we just end up playing video games for a couple hours.
So we tried to do the same thing when I met Nat. A couple of my childhood friends and I were just like, we should start a band. And it was very clearly like me wanting to start a band and them going, "Okay, Corey." So Nat showed up, and like Nat was the only one who learned any of the songs off of like the list that we were gonna like cover. And I was like, we gotta double down on this.
We went through like 3 iterations of a band before we like were settled on like Arcadia Gray.
Now we have Mod.
And now
It's true. Now I'm here.
And now you have Mod, and you have such a wonderful album in Konami Code, and I love your splits that you've been doing, and and I'm super excited for the next one whenever that's going to be.
Hopefully in 22.
Let's do a quick pronoun check.
Oh yeah.
Run them pronouns, everybody.
Yeah. I'm William, they, them.
Cooper?
Cooper, he, him.
I'm Corey, she, her.
Matt, they, them.
Mod, she, they.
Pronoun check complete.
We got
Complete. Yes.
We did all
Great. So I'm gonna wind out the stream. I'm gonna do my like usual end of stream things, but I'm gonna say this now before anybody else leaves thinking that the listening has completed. Arcadia Gray showed me some songs.
We did.
and was
That's
like,
right.
"Hey, pick one of these because we're gonna like do a little debut tease on the listen along." So I chose one. It was not even I like all of them were so good. I was really excited. Though the one that I really liked, we're not going to do because I think
Which one
I
was
think
that
I know
one?
the
Was
one. Was it Greg?
Dog day.
no, it was Hydro Flasky or whatever.
Oh, Hydro. The song. The funny thing about it being called Hydro Flasky is that is straight up a typo from our engineer.
I was
Amazing.
wondering about that too, but I'm like, they're just trying to be cute. It's fun.
And we'll probably change the names of the songs before we release them. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. But we're gonna do Burnout, and I'm as far as working title Burnout, or at least the title that I saw.
That's the title I'm giving other people.
Okay, cool. But we're gonna do that one. This is gonna be trimmed out of the YouTube video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry. It's a Twitch live exclusive. Sorry. So you won't be able to go back and listen to the song again or whatever. You'll have to wait till it actually comes out.
But if you wait until it comes out, then you can just go listen to it after you watch it.
This is true.
That's right. But they won't know the name. So if
Well,
you
just
hear
have to
any
listen to
of
all
our
of them.
music, if you hear any of our
I
new
honestly
music,
don't remember
and
which
you're
one.
like, which one was on the Twitch stream, just DM us and we'll let you know.
And this will be different. I think you all will have to, Arcadia Gray, you'll have to pull it up yourselves and play
Yeah,
it.
we
We
got
got
it.
it. We got it.
But I'm going to play it live on stream on my end.
Okay, so
Swag money.
Me
Slime
a
money.
moment
Please
to
don't
pull
cry
it
if
up.
you have
I have to open up the Google.
It's okay.
like,
You got a minute because I gotta do the finish of the stream.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
about the finish of the stream.
I'm gonna
Maggie.
quote unquote like I'm gonna wrap the stream. You're gonna leave. So I'll go to a window where none of you are. How does that sound?
Bye.
So you can chill.
You.
Okay.
All right. All right, but they'll still be able to hear you. Just so you know.
All right.
Okay. Well, cool. We're gonna listen to that song in a little while, but I'm gonna do the wrap out stuff. Just a reminder! ! Listen in the chat will take you to Arcadia Gray's Bandcamp. Most specifically, I think their most recent split is what I linked to, but you can find Konami Code and all the others on there. If you have the means, please, I encourage you to purchase downloads like digital albums and all that stuff. When they do have merch again, they generally have great merch. I mean, I have the hat and the vinyl behind me from their last pre-order and pre-sale stuff. So just follow them on Twitter and their social media and everything, so you can see when they do release more merch. Follow them on the streaming provider that you use, so that if they do, if they release new music or anything like that, you'll get a little notification. I have found that to be very helpful myself. There are a couple artists, like Samia just released a little EP that I wouldn't have known about, except that I follow Samia on the Green Music app. And when I opened my Green Music app, it was like, hey, you might want to check this out. And so I encourage people to actually like physically click the follow button for those kinds of things. With all that, the upcoming schedule that I have, because we have quite a few of these, I'm booked out to October, I think, for bands coming on here. Next week, super stoked about it. I have Sister Species coming on, which is a Minneapolis band, or a Twin Cities band in Minnesota, which is where myself and Jonas are from. Really stoked on that. They're super kind of unknown. They're like locally in Minnesota, like Minneapolis. People like them a lot, but I don't think a lot of people know them outside of there. So I'm interested to see if I can bring them to other people. They're incredible. They write some of the best horn arrangements I've ever heard in like indie and like rock music. The vocalist is amazing. The lyrics are great. And the entire album is about kind of the end of the world. In a very literal, like grounded sense, like looking at the world around you, climate change, and everything else that is going on, and basically coming to terms with the idea that it is all kind of on a downward spiral, and like finding presence in yourself and your friends and everything, and trying to like stay with your community and grow together while also anticipating the end, like that kind of thing. It's a great record. I love it so much. really wonderful, showed to me by the drummer for my solo band, like solo band, my solo record. The drummer for that, who was a good friend of mine in college, showed me them. So really psyched about that. And then after that, I have Nightlife on. Nightlife just released an EP called New Low. I believe that's what it's called. And Hansel is the front person for that band and also does the production for Pink Shift and a lot of other bands. Super excited to have them on. And then after that, I have Car Talk with a Pass Like Pollen, which was one of my favorite records from 2019. 2020, I think. But I really love that. My friend Chuck is the front person for that band, and they are incredible. And then after that, I have Carol on the Saturday after that. Carol, whose record Spill will be covering, and that Disposable America turned me on to that. And then I could keep going and going and going, but get ready for that. Some other ones I have in the future already like locked in. I have Oceanator, who's going to come on to do one. And yeah, just super stoked. It's going to be great. It's amazing. I'm very fortunate to have the connections that I do to actually get in contact with all of these bands whose music I adore and get to have them sit down and talk about their music with me. And I do want to say, I know we're going to listen to one more thing, but I want to thank Arcadia Gray again. I really love your record. I feel very fortunate to have you on to talk about it. It was lovely hearing what you all had to say. And I love to hear bands that have a real love and appreciation for their own music, because I think that can be kind of hard sometimes, especially listening to something live with an audience that you have made. And I appreciate your openness to do that with me. So thank you.
Of course.
We're just happy to be included, honestly.
Okay. Well, that's it. Exclamation Point Tour. Also, Glass Beach is on tour, and you can find that here. I'll bring up the thingy really quick, the little images, if I can. Here we go. That's the tour information. Exclamation Point Tour. You can get tickets. And let's wrap this out. So I'll see you all next Saturday, and have a good rest of your week. We're about to listen to the other song. Sorry if you're just watching this on YouTube. All right.
Bye. We love you.
Bye. This is the end of the YouTube video.
The song will come out, so like they'll hear it.
Yes, you will hear it.
Eventually.